Burchell Distributors Co Limited.
Okay, the question that we got was conduct a detailed induction application process for a group of new employees in your organization. The process should begin at the point immediately after the staff was hired. The staff should be taken through the various steps of the process. Your presentation must include all relevant materials that should be handed out to the new team members, quote-unquote orientation package, proper introduction to the staff and processes, all relevant details along with explanations.
My group members are Jody and Griffith, Badville, Burchell, Simone Grant, and Felon Robinson, and I am Kimon Ryan. So now we will go into our demonstration as our Burchell distributors conduct their induction and orientation process. Hope you enjoy. Good morning. Ready for our induction and orientation process? Here.
Thank you.
All right. I hope everyone are prepared for today. I want to say welcome again to Burchell Distribution Limited Company. All right. For now, I'm gonna ask that you have your documents prepared as you were told via the telephone conversation. All right. Okay. Good morning, How are you?
Morning.
Good. All right, we're going to move to the conference room. We'll start orientation. Come with me, please. Documents and then I'll get started. Most of you remember me from the interview. And I'm going to the package. And so this will include your handbook and contract and all the other relevant documents detailing the company policies. Okay, thank you. All right, so to get started, I'm going to give you a little history about Burchell's distribution. All right, so we've been around for the last 5 years. We believe in providing high quality, full service distribution of oats and other products that we're working on to Western Jamaica. The company remains a family-owned business and is headed by the first generation, Basil Burchell, as managing director. The combined experience of all the family members brings office management, high level of customer service, and over 10 years of distribution and sales experience. So, firstly, in your handbook, you will see hours and compensation. Your regular hours, working hours, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Your work schedule may be changed from time to time due to the company's discretion sorry. And of course, you have to sign the login book, which is at the main office in the mornings. And once you're leaving in the evenings, you also have to sign out. Note, do not sign the book for anyone. Signing in and out for other employees will result in termination. You're also given 2 15-minute break periods assigned by your supervisor, which you will meet, and 30 minutes unpaid lunch scheduled.
Go ahead, Ms. So can I combine those to just have 1 hour lunch?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
All right, so pay period. You are paid electronically on the 25th of each month. Burchell does not accept responsibility for delays caused by the bank that are out of their control. If you have any queries relating to your pay, you need to contact or reach out to payroll personnel ASAP.
What's the period?
It's in your contract. Overtime. From time to time, your supervisor may request you to work overtime. Please try to accommodate whenever possible. And of course, you are paid time and a half for overtime during the week and double time for work performed on Sundays. Overtime hours are those work over the regular 40-hour work week, and it must be approved by a supervisor. If you do, it would not be approved, hence no pay. Clear on that? Yes? All right, so a performance review will be done 3 months after start date. What we look for are the following: your quality, job knowledge, production, willingness for overtime, your attitude, initiative, adaptability, and of course, attendance and punctuality. This is also in your handbook. All right, so we're gonna have a quick icebreaker, and I want you to tell me what you think it represents. All right, so can someone tell me what is being displayed?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Correct, perfect. So here we believe in teamwork. All right, so let's jump back in. We do what we call a 3-strike rule. So of course, employees are expected to be at work on time each day. If you're unable to make it for any reason, then we expect you to call at least 2 hours before, so we can have someone cover your shift. An employee who is tardy 3 times in a week or 3 times in a 12-month period will be terminated. The first time you are late 3 times in a week, a 3-strike sheet will be placed in your file indicating that you have received your first strike. You will sign indicated that you have been informed. The second strike, you will be put on a notice that if you are late 3 times in a week for the remaining of the 12-month period, your employment will be terminated. Third strike, of course, you collect your last paycheck, and any accrued sick or vacation days, you will have already received your notice in writing. Therefore, you will be paid in lieu of notice.
So question on that one.
You said 3 strike rule, right?
Yes.
So what if I'm sick, January, February, and then maybe say November? Does that count?
Yes, it does. However,
But me
since
sick.
it's sick, then if you present the sick notice from a medical doctor,
But remember, say I want them sick for January,
yes,
so I still need to take that.
sick note. Well, you don't have to take the sick note, but we do require you to call and inform us so that we can make a notation.
Okay.
All right, personal conduct. Of course, Burchell is committed to maintaining a pleasant and professional work environment. Each employee is expected to treat all co-workers with professional courtesy, both in and out of the workplace. Possession of weapons or drugs used or threatening behavior and indecent language is strictly prohibited. So your probationary period, it is the first 3 months of employment. If your performance is acceptable, you will be notified an offer of permanent employment and become eligible for health insurance benefits. The computers owned by Burchell are for work purposes only. They are not toys and not to be used for entertainment. Any software that is installed that gives the computer any form of virus, please note that the employee has violated the policy and will be held responsible, and consequences will be determined based on a case-by-case. Telephone uses. Our telephones are for business use only. We cannot have them tied up with personal phone calls. Inform your friends or relatives that you are not able to receive phone calls at work. However, outgoing personal calls may be placed during your break time and lunch time. Calls on personal cell phones are not permitted during work time. And of course, your cell phones should be left in your lockers, which today you will be given your locker along with a key.
So the telephone use. You see, I have a young child, at home. So I want to know that if something is wrong with her, can someone call her, the babysitter call me on the company phone to say that, okay.
In the package, there is the emergency numbers
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
We do have an outside security, which is hired. They will be monitoring the floor activities, inventory in the warehouse, and of course your arrival and exits. They will also check your bags. Any suspicious activity reported to management by them will be grounds for discipline or dismissal. If you are terminated for theft, you are not entitled to notice pay under the Jamaica labor law. All right, so we do have a few benefits. Of course, we recognize all the public holidays, which are listed: New Year's, Easter, Emancipation Day. During the prescribed holidays, the company will be closed and employees will receive their regular rate of pay for the day.
We can't get it extra.
No. Of course, we all know vacation and sick days. So of course, you're entitled to 1 day of vacation for every 22 days worked. Same with sick days for persons who might be here over 10 years. You are given 1.5.
day?
Yes.
1.5 days?
Yes.
How that work? The half day?
The half day basically 4 hours. So say you want 4 hours in the morning to go and do something, you can discuss with us, we will log it as a sick or vacation half day, and you come in at say 12 o'clock, and then the remaining would be considered working hours. So you still get paid a full day eventually. Maternity leave. Female employees 18 years or older who have worked for a minimum of 12 months. So ladies who are starting now, if you are pregnant and you are due in the next 5 months, we won't be able to pay you during that.
But will I still be employed here?
Yes.
Okay.
Once you have covered everything under our review, then yes, you will. All right, salary reductions, so of course, these are standard, NIS, NHT, PAYE for some of you, and education tax. All right, quick icebreaker, and then we'll take lunch.
Doctor, we should make a move. We're very light.
All right, so now we're going to have a quick coffee break for about 5 minutes. I'm going to return your documents before you leave. All right, so as I mentioned before the break, we do offer health care. We use Sadvicor. We basically contribute the full percentage. However, if you're adding a family member, you would have to pay the additional.
Do you know the cost for the company?
Yes, once HR sits with you, they will discuss all of that. Because if you're adding a thing, one person, it's about 920, but more than that, it's maybe 1,000 and something. Not sure. Another perk is if a permanent full-time member of staff dies while employed with us, the company will offer burial assistance to the family. All right? So if something happens to one of you and you're fully employed, then we do assist with your burial assistance.
So we get that with life insurance?
No, if you want to do life insurance, then we accommodate it, but everything is done by you, payment-wise. The company doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Yes, not at this time. Maybe in a few years, we can accommodate that. We also believe in safety and health, and any injuries that occur while you're at work, you should report that immediately to your supervisor, and an accident report form is placed in your file. It gives you a form of what to fill out within 2 days of the incident. And the last slide's coming up, we talk about termination. Burchell Distributors recognize that employment relationship can be terminated at will at any time with or without cause by either you, the employee, or the company. Please note that the guidelines cannot address all questions and problems which may arise regarding your employment. However, they may be modified, overridden, or eliminated at the company's discretion. All right, so wrapping up. Any questions?
Yes, I have one about sexual harassment.
Go ahead.
So if someone touches me and I don't like it, how that works?
All right, the complete manual is in your guide here. Basically, if you feel as if it is, you will fill out that form, and then we will use the correct steps to move forward. So there is a procedure. So what I went through is just the basics. Everything else is detailed in your file. So read through it quickly. You'll also get a copy for yourself. And then we're going to ask you to sign at the end of the day to say you acknowledge and the date, so we can place that on your file. Okay?
Okay.
So after, all right. So after filling out that form, how long do you guys take to address it?
It depends. It might take a week or it might take a month.
So what if something's on the contract, I don't agree to it? Will I still get the job?
No, dear.
Okay.
So if you don't sign it, then I'm going to assume that you don't agree with what is there and you don't want the job.
Okay.
So it's up to you guys. Okay?
So we can negotiate in the contract?
No, dear.
Okay.
It is there. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, so we're going to do a quick tour of the facility, and then you guys can go home. And of course, your start date is tomorrow officially, and the time is 8 a.m. sharp.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so over here, this is the operations manager's office, and of course, his name is Basil Burchell.
So I'm going to take you guys on a quick tour to the facility as our operation runs, and you guys can join me as well. Alright, so this is my office. You can see it noted there on my door, and this way. Down here we find the account department, but our accountant is not in at current, unfortunately. And we will go through some, a few drills as it relates to the exit points and fighting and all that sometime, not long from now. But this is the main road to exit, and I pretty much know you're familiar with this area. This is where you'll find a receptionist. And you can, if you have any problems, you could just head over here and you find Fallon just over here.